So into a bowl, add your long grain rice, and here we're using basmati. As you can see, the grains have a tint of yellow, which means they've been aged. This is how you can tell that your basmati is of high quality, as aged rice is more flavorful and has a superior texture. But most importantly, once cooked, each grain is separate and does not stick together. Now try to avoid long grain rice that is white in color, as that indicates it's new rice and may stick together once cooked. Next, we'll add water to our bowl and begin to rinse our rice of any excess starch found on its surface. Now, as you already learned in our previous lesson, this will enhance our rice's texture and prevent gelation from occurring, ensuring each grain remains separated once cooked. We'll strain and then repeat this process twice more, 3 times in total. As you can see, the second time around the water isn't so cloudy, which means that a large portion of excess starch has been removed. Essentially, our goal is for our water to remain somewhat clear, even after agitating with our hands. After rinsing 3 times, I'll add some water to cover, and this is the stage where we'll soak our rice for a minimum of 15 minutes and a maximum of 4 hours. During the soak, you can also season your rice with salt, and the rule is 1 teaspoon of salt for every 1 cup of rice. Once soaked, we'll strain and add to our sauce pot. Add water, and at this point, you can also add stock if you wish, as well as any melted fats such as butter, tallow, or chicken fat. We'll season with salt and stir to combine. We'll use the finger method once again, and this right here is perfect. We'll bring this to a rapid simmer and then cover immediately. We'll set at the lowest temperature possible for 15 minutes and then kill the heat and rest for an additional 5. And here's our cooked basmati. As you can see, the grains are all separate and keeping their shape. I'll add this to a bowl so we can have a taste and get a better look. As I spread the grains, you can clearly see that they're nice and separated, and this is all due to using an aged basmati as well as rinsing our rice until the water runs clear. So there you have it, how to select and cook long grain rice to achieve those beautifully separate grains that we all love. Again, if you rather use ratios than the finger method, for long grain rice, you'll want a 1.5 to 1 ratio. 1.5 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice. Remember that you can bloom spices in some melted fat and add them to your rice right before simmering in some stock and a squeeze of lemon juice. After resting, try folding in things like toasted nuts, raisins, and chopped parsley. Experiment with different cultural cuisines and flavor combinations to make for stunning side dishes. Now, that's it for this module of the course. In the next, we'll be discussing the fundamentals of bread baking. I'll see you there.